Yeah, my dad, he was actually a corporate guy and worked in the corporate world, Hewlett Packard, in the early days, 60s and 70s. And so this is when
Back pre-personal computer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So actually, you probably didn't know this, but they actually sold medical products for hospitals.
Okay.
EKG machines and all kind of other testing equipment for hospitals. So his very first job was selling equipment to hospitals. And this was probably back in the 60s in Cincinnati, Ohio, which is where I was born.
Okay.
And, he just worked his ass off, just going from hospital to hospital, selling what he could, and he got promoted. We moved to Chicago in 1970. Kept on working his way up the ladder at HP. Became, eventually, by the end of the 70s, 1980, he was the North American sales manager for the medical products division.
Wow.
And that was a big deal.
Yeah.
Always traveling, always gone, never was home. But, we were just growing up with with my mom in charge, Yep. And but anyway, he worked his butt off, and then at some point he had a midlife crisis, if you want to call it that, and decided he wanted out of the corporate world. Hated the traveling, hated all the meetings, all the corporate structure stuff, and said, I'm out. So he went and bought a small company down here in Atlanta, in Chamblee, that was geared around construction. And they built staircases and sold railings and this and that. And this was all about 1984. And so I was starting to go to college at that point. I went to Elon College, which is now Elon University, up in Burlington, North Carolina. And got my degree in marketing in 1987. Met my wife there, Jane.
And Jane was also going to school?
We actually met on about the second day we got there of college. So kind of like, it was destined to be. Yeah, I don't know. But either way. So we got through college, graduated. We both graduated in 1987, business. She had a minor in computer science. And kind of kept on working our way through the thing. And we had different jobs that we did. And I worked for my dad on and off through the summers. And then finally in about 1989, 90, I went to work full-time for him.
Okay, yep.
With the stair business. And that's really where I got the background to start my own company in 1998.
So 8 years later?
8 years later, started Stairworks.
And so you and Jane started that together. And so
we did.
Leading up to then, so you guys were in college, met in your second day,
Pretty much, yeah.
Second. Class?
They were, she was in her dorm with a bunch of girls, and they needed help hooking up their stereo system. Right, so
just so happens I know how
me and our group of guys come walking along, and hey guys, can you come help? We're like, oh, sure. And the rest is history, for us.
Well, kind of going in a little bit more detail, whatever you're willing to share. So, who doesn't like a good love story, right?
Oh yeah.
Where did you really start to realize, hey, this isn't just a girl I'm dating in college, and I see a future with her?
Late 80s, probably after college. And then, we were not together anymore after graduation.
Okay. Yeah.
I was down here in Atlanta. She lived in Charlotte, North Carolina at the time.
And she was working
up there. Yep. And then eventually she actually moved down here, got an apartment, and because she wanted to be closer to me, found a good job. And then we, overall, we dated 6 years before we got married in 1990.
Wow.
So it wasn't, it was kind of a long-term dating process, if you will, that, most people don't go that far without getting married, So I wanted to be damn sure, of course, but I'm sure she did too, because I had my wild days.
And I guess how old would you have been then?
I was 24 when I got married. Yeah. Okay.
So still, especially nowadays.
Now we've been married. We're both 60. Now we've been married 36 years.